Hey everyone, it's Vanessa Viljean. So glad to be on here. I dip in and out on here. I always tell myself, like, yeah, I'm gonna post every week and be consistent. But that clearly hasn't been the vibe. Nevertheless, I'm here. I've been prompted by spirit, my consciousness, God, Mwari, Tao, whatever most aligns with you, to really step out on here and have a little chat with y'all. The question is answering to why you may be stuck. Why you feel like you're running on a hamster's wheel, but you see that there is not much fruit of your striving, and you're running and you want to be thriving, but you're just like, I'm tired of existing, I'm tired of being, I'm tired of pouring into this person and I get little results. I'm tired of going to this 9 to 5 jobs and people treat me badly. This is for you. Yeah, it's for you. So, society in general, especially in Western spaces, has been suffering from a lack of divine femininity. The patriarchy, yes, the P word, some of you don't like it, but it is very real and alive and kicking, has been overemphasized. It's been in power, it's taken the center stage, and it's caused so much suffering. I believe suffering comes from an imbalance, separation of forms, and it's time that we remember that we are all one and we are connected and we are all significant, right? So zoning into the feminine is the force within us all that has the capacity to nurture, to build, to heal, to love. And it's very internal. It's internal. But we have been trained and conditioned to ostracize ourselves from our own souls. And we're really seeing the consequences. You have got to ask yourself, who am I? Can I just be? Or do I feel like I have to do to be loved? Do I feel like I have to perform to be accepted? Am I happy? Am I truly satisfied? You have to be honest with yourself to really examine your thoughts, your feelings, and those fundamental just belief systems that you may have been relaxing in and chilling in because, it's comfortable. The truth of the matter is, if you're sat here feeling low, hopeless, firstly, I recommend, if you have the means to, therapy. But secondly, I'm a big believer in being your own therapist too. And I believe that we must kindly and compassionately hold these thoughts, these feelings, of these emotions of grief, rage, anger, sadness, because they're telling us something. We're stuck. We can't see the wholeness of life, the wholeness of those around us, because we're so fixated on what is not. And this is why we're stuck. We're no longer dedicating time, money, and focus to our inner beings. It's all about escaping externally. It's all about making the best song, getting the biggest paycheck, effing the most girls or mandem. We have lost ourselves. And these things are not awful, but what is missing is a lack of balance. I believe our internal world, the way we think about ourselves, the way we speak to ourselves, moments of solitude, meditation, grounding, will be flipping game changers in this rat race life. I have found the most healing and progression as I have paused and looked into myself. And it's so interesting because it's not like I went out of my way to get there. Life hit me, boom. Motherhood hit me, boom. My relationship hit me, boom. My career hit me, boom. And was like, girl, you be doing too much and you can't survive this burnout. You can't survive being anything and everything to everyone. You can't do it. You're tired, you're traumatized, and you need rest. You're not only carrying the tears and the grief and the abuse of yesterday, you're carrying generations before you. This is why trauma has been passed down through your bloodline, because women simply haven't rested. And yes, this goes for men too. That's the thing. We both need to have our internal world and our external world in order. Contrarian figure who has really, really helped me a lot though is Jordan Peterson. He's like, why are you trying to change the world if you haven't even tidied your room? How many of us are going out looking all good and our rooms ain't tidy? That is something so trivial, right? We can hide our rooms, no one has to see it. But often our spaces around us reflect what our inner world is doing. Why are we so quick to nurture what is outside of us as opposed to what is inside of us? This is why we are stuck. You and I are being called to be chill. You might think, oh, like that person's so chill, like grounded, they got their shit together. I'm telling you, that person probably worked flipping hard for that. They weren't always like that. But you can take ownership over your being. It is better for you and everyone else around you. You should not keep on trying to mother or father everyone if you haven't even done it for yourself. Whatever it is that is so big in your face externally that makes you feel like you just should not exist anymore, I guarantee you, if you step back, observe it, detach yourself from it, and look at which wounds are being triggered, you can heal. You can heal. And I don't sit here saying that because I figured this ish out on my own. I have had years of therapy now. I have deliberately built a new community from the ground and up. I have been to hell and back and do so pretty much every day. But this is why you're stuck. You're hyper-focused on the people-pleasing, the external validation, convenience. But it's time you step back and address why these things are easier than to face your own demons and shadows. I'm telling you, your external world reflects your inner world. And it's only once you examine, analyze, integrate your shadows, your darkness, the things that you may not like, you cannot live a whole and satisfied life. Yeah, I really just hope and pray that you can find such inner stillness, peace, self-acceptance and compassion. I pray this for myself too, because I think it's how we're going to heal.